Last month, over 6 million people in the UK claimed universal credit. That's 1 in 11 adults. And yet, millions of people who ARE eligible don't claim, because the system feels confusing, intimidating, or they've heard horror stories about sanctions. Here's the truth. Universal credit is complicated. The rules change frequently. The waiting period can be brutal. And yes, mistakes can lead to sanctions that cut your payments. But universal credit is also a lifeline for millions of families, providing £300 to £1, 500 plus per month, depending on your situation. In the next 13 minutes, I'm going to explain exactly how universal credit works in 2026, how much you can get, how to claim, the biggest mistakes that lead to sanctions, and how to maximize your entitlement legally. Let's get into it. Universal credit is a monthly payment from the UK government to help with living costs. It replaced 6 older benefits with one single payment. The 6 benefits it replaced: 1. Income-based job seekers allowance JSA. 2. Income-related employment and support allowance ESA. 3. Income support. 4. Working tax credit. 5. Child tax credit. 6. Housing benefit. Who can claim universal credit? You must be 18 or, over some exceptions, for 16 to 17-year-olds. Be under state pension age, live in the UK. Have £16,000 or less in savings between you and your partner. Be on a low income or out of work. Here's something important. You can claim universal credit even if you're working. In fact, most universal credit claimants are working. They just don't earn enough to live on. The system is designed to top up your income to a minimum level. As you earn more, your universal credit reduces gradually, not all at once. For every £1 you earn above your work allowance, your universal credit reduces by 55p. That's called the taper rate. So if you earn an extra £100, your UC reduces by £55. You're still £45 better off. It always pays to work more hours or earn more. Now let's talk about how much you can actually get. Universal credit has a standard allowance. That's the base amount everyone gets. Then there are additional amounts for children, housing, disabilities, and caring responsibilities. Standard allowance April 2026 rates: single, under 25, £292.09 month single, 25 or over, £368.74 month, couple, both under 25, £458.51 month combined a couple, at least 125 or over, £578.82 month combined. Additional amounts: for children and first child born before April 2017, £315/month. Second child or later, £269.58 month. Disabled child edition, £156.27 month extra. Note: the 2-child limit means you only get child elements for your first 2 children unless born before April 2017 or exceptions apply. Housing element: this covers your rent, not mortgage. The amount depends on where you live. Local housing allowance rates vary by area. Number of bedrooms you're entitled to, whether you're of working age or pension age. For a single person under 35, you'll usually only get the shared accommodation rate. The cost of a room in a shared house, even if you live alone. This is controversial, but it's the rule. Disability and health elements. Limited capability for work LCW. No additional amount currently. Limited capability for work and work-related activity LCWRA. £416.19 month extra. Carer element, £202.22 month if you care for someone for 35 plus hours/week. Let me show you some real examples. Example 1, single person, 30, no kids, renting in Manchester, standard allowance, £368.74. Housing element, 1 bed LHA Manchester, £570 total, £938.74 month. Example 2, couple with 2 children, renting in Birmingham, standard allowance, £578.82. Child element 1, £315. Child element 2, £269.58. Housing element 3-bed LHA Birmingham, £750. Total £1,913.40 month. Example 3, single parent with 1 child, renting in London, standard allowance £368.74. Child element £315. Housing element 2-bed LHA London, £1,200. Total, £1,883.74 month. These numbers change every April. Always check the latest rates on gov.uk before making decisions. Now let's talk about how to actually claim. Claiming universal credit is done entirely online. There's no paper form. Here's the step-by-step process. Step 1. Check eligibility. Go to gov.uk and use the benefits calculator. Enter your income, savings, housing costs, and family situation. It'll tell you roughly how much you might get. Step 2. Create your online account. Go to gov.u/universalcredit and create an account. You'll need email address, mobile phone number, bank account details where payments go, ID passport, driving license or birth certificate, national insurance number. Housing costs, details, tenancy agreement, rent amount savings and investments details, income details, payslips if working. Step 3. Complete your claim. The online form takes 45 to 90 minutes. Don't rush. Incomplete claims get delayed. You'll need to verify your identity. This can be done online through gov.uk Verify, by phone with a work coach, in person at a Job Centre Plus. Step 4. Attend your first appointment. Within 2 weeks of claiming, you'll have an appointment with a work coach at your local Job Centre Plus. This is mandatory. At this appointment, you'll agree to a claimant commitment, a list of things you must do. For job seekers, job search activities, applications, interviews, for those with limited capability, health assessments, for parents, childcare arrangements. Important. If you miss this appointment, your payment can be suspended or sanctioned. Step 5. Wait for your first payment. Here's the brutal part. Your first payment comes 5 weeks after your claim. That's 1 month in advance, paid in arrears. If you can't wait 5 weeks, you can apply for an advance payment. Essentially a loan from the DWP that's repaid from your future UC payments. But be warned, advance payments reduce your future payments for up to 24 months. Step 6. Manage your account online. Once approved, you must report any changes in income, housing, or family situation. Attend regular appointments with your work coach. Complete your claimant commitment activities. Report earnings if you're working. Missing appointments or failing to meet your commitment can lead to sanctions. Let me explain those. Right. This is where people get caught out. Sanctions can cut your universal credit by 100%, leaving you with nothing for food or rent. What are sanctions? If you don't meet your claimant commitment, your payment is reduced or stopped. The severity depends on the condition you failed. Higher level sanctions up to 91 days. Not looking for work when required and refusing a job offer. Not attending an interview. Leaving a job voluntarily without good reason. Reduction, 100% of standard allowance. Medium-level sanctions up to 28 days. Not attending a work-focused interview. Not taking agreed work preparation actions. Reduction, 50% of standard allowance. Lower-level sanctions up to 7 days. Missing an appointment with work coach. Not reporting changes promptly. Reduction, variable. Now here are the 5 biggest mistakes that lead to sanctions and lost payments. Mistake number 1. Not reporting changes in income. If you start working, get a pay rise, or your hours change, you must report it within the reporting period, usually monthly. If you don't, you'll be overpaid, and you'll have to pay it back. Plus, you could be sanctioned for failing to report changes. Conversely, if your income drops and you don't report it, you're missing out on money you're entitled to. Mistake number 2. Missing appointments with your work coach. This is the number 1 cause of sanctions. Life happens. Illness, childcare issues, transport problems. But the DWP doesn't always accept these as good reason. If you can't attend, reschedule before the appointment, not after. Call the job centre as soon as you know you can't make it. Mistake number 3. Not understanding the claimant commitment. Your claimant commitment is personalised. For some people, it's just attending appointments. For others, it's 35 hours/week of job search. Read it carefully. Ask your work coach to explain anything unclear. If you disagree with the commitment, you can ask for a mandatory reconsideration. Mistake number 4. Having too much in savings. The limit is £16,000 in savings between you and your partner. If you have over £6,000, your UC is reduced. For every £250 over £6,000, your UC reduces by £4.35 month. Over £16,000? No UC at all. Common trap? Inheritance, redundancy payments, or selling a property can push you over the limit. Plan ahead. Mistake number 5. Not applying for additional elements you're entitled to. Many claimants miss out on disability elements LCWRA £416/month extra. Carer element £202/month. Child disability element £156/month per disabled child housing element. Make sure you're claiming the right amount. Childcare costs element up to 85% of childcare costs for working parents. Each of these is hundreds of pounds per month. Don't leave money on the table. Avoid these 5 mistakes and you'll protect your payments and maximise your entitlement. All right, so how do you make sure you're getting everything you're entitled to? Strategy 1. Apply for all additional elements. Don't assume you're not eligible. Check. Do you have a health condition that limits your work? Apply for LCWRA. Do you care for someone? Apply for the carer element. Do you have children? Make sure child elements are correct. Do you pay rent? Make sure housing element reflects actual costs. Do you pay childcare to work? Claim up to 85% back. Each element is automatically added once approved. Strategy 2. Use the childcare element if you're working. This is massively underclaimed. If you're working and paying for childcare, UC can cover up to 85% of your childcare costs. For one child, up to £1.014 month. For 2 or more children, up to £1.739 month. This is paid ein addition to your standard UC payment. It can make the difference between working, being worthwhile or not. Strategy 3. Understand the work allowance. If you have children or limited capability for work, you get a work allowance, an amount you can earn before UC starts reducing. In 2026/27, with housing element, £404/month. Without housing element, £631/month. This means you can earn £404/631 before the 55p taper kicks in. It's designed to make work pay. Strategy 4. Budgeting advances and hardship payments. If you're struggling while waiting for UC or after a sanction, you can apply for budgeting advance. Interest-free loan for emergencies up to £812 for couples. Hardship payment. Reduced payment during sanctions, 50% of normal or alternative payment arrangement. More frequent payments, twice monthly, or direct rent payments to landlord. These are lifelines. Don't be afraid to ask. Strategy 5. Challenge decisions you disagree with. If your UC is reduced, you're sanctioned, or you disagree with a decision. 1. Ask for a mandatory reconsideration within 1 month. 2. If still unhappy, appeal to an independent tribunal. 3. Get help from Citizens Advice or a welfare rights advisor. About 60% of mandatory reconsiderations result in a changed decision. Don't accept a decision you think is wrong without challenging it. All right, so how does the payment timeline actually work? Universal credit is assessed monthly. Your assessment period is the same date each month, usually the date you claimed. For example, if you claimed on the 15th of March, your assessment period runs from the 15th of each month to the 14th of the next month. Payment comes 7 days after the assessment period ends. So in this example, you'd be paid on the 21st of each month. Your first payment is different. It comes 5 weeks after your initial claim. That's why advance payments exist, but as I said, they come with trade-offs. Changes you report during the month affect next month's payment, not the current one, so timing matters. Now let's wrap up with your action plan. Right, so here's your action plan if you're claiming or considering universal credit in 2026. Step 1. Use the benefits calculator. Go to gov.uk and use the official calculator. Enter everything. Income, savings, housing, children, disabilities. Get an accurate estimate before you claim. Step 2. Gather your documents. Before starting your claim, have ready NI number, bank details, ID documents, tenancy agreement, recent payslips if working, childcare costs details, health condition details if applicable. Step 3. Apply online promptly. Don't delay. UC is paid from the date of claim. Every day you delay is a day of potential payments lost. Step 4. Attend all appointments. Set multiple reminders. Reschedule before the appointment if you can't make it. Protect your payments. Step 5. Review your entitlement annually. Rules and rates change every April. Review your claim each year to make sure you're getting everything you're entitled to. Report any life changes immediately. Universal credit isn't perfect. The system has flaws. The waiting period is brutal, and sanctions can be devastating. But for millions of UK families, it's an essential lifeline. Understanding the system is the best way to protect yourself and get what you're legally entitled to. If this video helped you, please subscribe. Every week I'm putting out videos exactly like this one. UK-specific money advice that actually works. Hit the bell too, so you don't miss the next one. And when you're ready, this video right here, about budgeting, is a great next watch. Because once you know what's coming in, you need to know how to manage it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.